What's up, y'all? You see? Just messing with some little 3D prints for my kids. I've got some strings and stuff on them. Trying to clean them up a little bit. Hello, how y'all doing? Hi. These 3D printers are getting insane now. Appreciate you, the MTX and ATV channel. This little print had some tiny imperfections, but not worth throwing it away. Isn't that neat? Check this out. It's abdomen spins. Yeah, I've got a 3D printer. Still learning. And you can pick them up cheap now. I've got a Elegoo Centauri Carbon. I think I'm about to buy the Centauri Carbon 2. Oh, what's up, Aiden? I was thinking about you last night when I had all the weird people in the chat. My wife had to get on there and put the hammer down. Sitting here messing with kids' toys. I got my son a 3D printer for Christmas, and he already lost interest in it, so I've been playing with it. I'm actually printing a little tabletop vise right now that I can use in my garage. I've got an Elegoo Centuri Carbon. Hold on, I'll show it to you. This guy right here. Actually printing something right now. Oh, you're good, dude. I printed all kinds of stuff. Printed a little turtle. I've printed these, what they call infinity cubes. Like a brain teaser toys. Printed a grenade. Little spiders. Weird things like that. Dude, these things are only like $300 and something. Not even kidding. And they just dropped a new version. So this one is a single color or single filament. And they just dropped one that does 4 at a time. Print little keychains. Printed some little box openers. Yeah, it's a 3D printer. You can print little whistles for your kids. We live in the South and we have ticks. I even printed a little tick removing tool. Pretty neat. Oh, one of my most recent ones. I printed a soap dish for bar soap. I used some of the pumice soap, and it'll drain back into the sink and keep your bar of soap dry. You can print like knives. I don't know that that would do any damage, but there's all kinds of whistles that you can print on there. Even little bitty whistles. I've printed so much stuff. So my daughter, she's 8 and she's got little bitty hands. And when we play like Go Fish or cards or anything, she can't hold all the cards. So I printed this little thing so she can hold her cards. I actually printed a few of them just to see how they looked. There's another one. Holds several rows of cards. And I printed this one, and it looks really cool. And this is with some of the rainbow filament, but it's got an imperfection in it. It doesn't affect how it works or anything, but anyway. And then one of the most recent things I've been printing is this stuff called Gridfinity. So you can print this stuff and screw it to your walls, and there's all kinds of stuff that you can snap into this. It's kind of like a modern version of pegboard. Yeah. This printer right here is, I think, almost $400. It's $3 and some change. But it'll do some Now this is not multicolor because I had different spools. This came off of one roll. So you can buy multicolor filament, which I'm out of right now. Same with this. That was one spool of filament. Dude, we didn't get nothing. We just got a little bit of ice. You can do stuff like this by changing the filament out as it's printing. I've even printed little grips for handguns that I can't buy grips for anymore. Yeah, there's all kinds of different filament options you can get. You got all kinds of different color filament. I bought it for my kid for Christmas, and he printed a few things and not really interested in it more. So you can print these little containers, knurled containers. You can change the size by just adjusting the percentage. Very soon we will have 3D printed real food to eat. They're already doing that, man. I'm pretty sure. So those are some screws for a vise that I'm going to make. We got more snow in Minnesota, but it was negative 30 over the weekend. Dude, that's terrible. Oh yeah, and like I printed this little tool holder that holds all the tools that come with it. I printed this little bezel that gives the screen a little accent. This little thing that holds the glass top that goes on. Pretty cool. I've been having fun with it. My son's not going to use it. I'm going to use it. Spent money on it, you know. So yeah, here's that vise. That's that little thing. So I'm printing the little screws right now. Then you got these little clamps. If you look at the files, you get the different files here. So here's the base, and then the clamps, and then the little screws. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what's up? What are y'all into? And the detail on these things are crazy. Found me a new little hobby. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Printing a little brake rotor keychain. New job's been great, dude. I haven't been working a ton, but they've been paying me 40 plus hours a week, so no complaints there. It's been pretty fun. I've worked on some cool places. Been doing a lot of like medical and laboratory, and worked on Amazon facilities and all kinds of stuff. You get your driveway shoveled. That's good. My day's good. What are those books behind me? All kinds of books. I got all kinds of books. Am I a scientist? Yeah, I'm a hillbilly scientist. Should I get my lab coat on? Water-cooled condenser. That's cool, Lewis. I had a young technician that sent me a picture the other day. He had a water-cooled condenser on a beer cooler down in a basement that was, head pressure was through the roof and the compressor was shutting off on internal overload. Someone had just repaired the condenser and put a solid gasket on the end plate so the water couldn't go through the condenser. I've got, like food books, everything from mushrooms to stuff about adaptogens. Kind of like my health section. This is a really good book wrote by a buddy of mine's uncle, Healed by Farm. And Diadmo, or Dr. Peter J.D. Diadmo, he's got a few series of books. Eat Right for Your, what is this, the blood type book? Yeah, Eat Right for Your blood type. Play a big role. And I've got some like psychology books, some science books. Yeah, no problem. Chris installs a lot of water source heat pumps in Indiana. I've had my fair share of water source heat pumps. Yep, local school system put it in. Walk-in freezer was temping high, all water cooled. Strainer was plugged solid. That'll do it. That will do it. Do I want to do a challenge for $500? Probably not. Challenges don't ever work for me. And I try to eat by the blood type. Yeah, so I'm O negative, which is kind of rare. And I didn't know there was a lot of stuff I shouldn't eat. And once I took it out of my diet, my health dramatically improved. Dramatically. Oh, no, those are over in my garage. I do have a bunch of books about refrigeration and stuff, but they're over with all my other tools and stuff. This room is right off my bedroom, so no need to have all that stuff in here. This is a good book I'm reading right now. Yeah. Something cool about O negative is I can donate to any blood type, but I can only receive from O negative. Here's another good read. I used to be extremely unhealthy. Like, I was a walking heart attack and all kinds of stuff. Food La Carque, let me put that on my notes real quick. I'll check check that person out for sure. What is it? Oh, I've seen her, yeah. So that's actually the person that got me into Parasite Cleanse. All of us walk around with parasites and we wouldn't even know it. Oh, I know. Bro, it's serious. Like my first cleanse, the amount of stuff that came out in my bowel movement, just living inside you. Ivermectin will push parasites out for sure. Oh, yeah? Is that a good one? Let me check it. It's on Amazon. Gary John Bishop. It's a New York Times bestseller. Over 2 million copies sold. I might have to pick that up. Do I play Fortnite? No. I don't do any video games. Take too much time. I don't know John Pork. You stumped me on that one, Kevin. Let me check this print. Hold on. Those little thin prints, sometimes you got to check them. They'll fall over and you'll have just strings everywhere in there. It's happened a few times. Yeah, I'll show you a couple other books. This is a really good book. They're kind of hard to find now. But I'm sure you can get a digital version. C.G. Jung, The Undiscovered Self, and he also has a book, Psych and Symbol. Pretty interesting. Oh yeah. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Interesting. I think I'm going to order this book that you recommended there, 304. It's got really good reviews, 4.6 stars on 28,230 on Amazon. It's really good for a book. Gary John Bishop is the author of that book. The cover's pretty cool too, because I've been guilty a lot of that. Excuses, fears, judgment. He's got a lot of books. Stop Doing That Ish. I'm gonna go to his store real quick. He likes that word, huh? Halftime is another good self-help. Bob Buford. Your midlife doesn't have to be a crisis. In fact, the second half of your life can be better than the first. I think that's something a lot of people stop doing is reading. I don't read as much as I'd like to, but normally I find myself scrolling on my phone, which is not good. I try to do a detox every year from social media for a month or two and spend that time reading if I can. But you know, we all get busy with life and family and this busy world we live in, chasing money and trying to stay afloat. What's up, Froggy? Cool, man. Thank you. Froggy, was you working? Are you on call? I'm curious if I'm going to work tomorrow. It's going to be like 8 degrees here. Oh, yeah. Generic says my fridge is making a noise like there's something about to explode inside. Terrible rattling. On a refrigerator, normally that's a broken fan blade making a vibration because it's out of balance. Appreciate you, Angry Otter. Just regular hillbillies. Yeah, I woke up expecting a bunch of ice, and it was all pretty much gone. Aiden coming in doing work. I don't know where my glasses are. I think they're in my truck. Let me pull the comments up on my big monitor here. There we go. Babe, you need your glasses. All those books behind you, how do you read them without your glasses? That's a good point. We plan to catch up on office stuff. Smooth drive so far. Road's already dried up. Oh, we got a print done. Those came out pretty good. Now for part 2. What's it do? It's a little tabletop vise. Let's see here. What is Max Muncy? Clone that, make another one. Space them out. Oh wow, these big pieces take less time to print. Get this thing ready. Now we wait. Did you know you can print Legos with these things? It's pretty cool. Are you finding these prints off Thingiverse? No, I got these off Printables. I use various different ones depending. But I have got some stuff off Thingiverse. That's where I got those grips for that little pistol I have. I'm using the slicer that came with the Elegoo printer. It's like a copy of Orca. Oh yeah, Froggy, I know. .3D printing has got insane, honestly. I wonder if they'll ever be printing jewelry with like gold and silver and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Tomorrow the new printer drops. Are we ordering it? You got money to order it? Go ahead. I can't afford it right now. You're gonna have to buy it. My daughter's gonna kill me. I stole her drink. Y'all think this weather's done, or we're gonna get it again? That is true, Froggy. They've been printing stuff for years. Kind of like the internet. Certain people had it way before the public did. Did you have to run any calls, Aiden? I bet it sucks for you just getting out of the house sometimes. As cold as it gets up there, man. Shoot. It's just like walking into a big freezer. Oh, that's fine. All that low on charge definitely shows up when that ambient drops, that's for sure. That's for sure, Froggy. Glad you got your channel back. Thank you for your content. And how has your book/system procedure sales been? Not too bad, honestly. I think I've done like $400 in sales. My wife's been. So my wife got in my tail a little bit and said it wasn't up to her standards. So she's been going through and revising everything page by page and making it all perfect. So hopefully I'll have revision 2 done soon. I added a few sections to it, and I'm also going to include a A2L section. Once I get that done, I'll roll it out, and anybody that's bought it thus far, they'll get the revision emailed to them for free, and I'll do that for anybody that buys it for life. Anytime I get a revision, I'll just do a mass email and send out the new ones. I've got some good feedback on it. That's kind of just what I did to put my mental process on paper. Kind of a system how do I put this? Clone from a few of my bosses through the years, my mentors, and just put on paper. And it makes troubleshooting really streamlined. And once you get in the habit of making sure you got this certain data set before you go forward with your call, it can really save you a lot of time, especially if it's something you're, in front of for the first time. And last thing you ever want to do is, we get in a hurry, we get in a rush, we got calls stacked up. You don't necessarily want to just go in and start twisting and turning things or adding charge. So that system's really about getting the data recorded and going over it, and making sure you take the right approach. Because back in the day, when I was new into all this stuff, there's hundreds of hours I spent going down the wrong path. Had I had something like that years ago, it would have saved me a lot of time. But we learn. We move on. What's up, Dave? How's the Canadian weather up there, bud? Appreciate the gift. It's definitely, you want to be a service technician and be able to use that for sure. Knee-deep snow, buddy. A few weeks ago when I was up in New York, right there at the Niagara Falls, when we were driving by Lake Erie, I think it was in like 2 hours time. It was pretty clear, and then all of a sudden we found ourselves having to get off the road and get a hotel, and by the time we got into the parking lot, it was knee deep. I think it was about 2 hours. I guess that's the lake effect snow from Lake Erie. What's up, Alfonso? So, how's that roof stuff go with you guys having like a foot of snow? I know it's going to be worse on the roof, right? I'm in Tennessee. That drink right there is fire. I'm glad you asked. We'll have to grab some more of those. Nothing bad in it either, just a lot of sugar because it's guava. It's right here. It's about all that's left. Come get it. Holding it up right now. Oh, I bet they never do care about us. They just want their stuff fixed. Oh, it's good. You might as well kill it. That's really good, huh? You're welcome. The customers never care about us. Return the slab. What's that mean? Yeah, Dave, it's something I've learned. It doesn't matter how big or small the company is. At the end of the day, we're just somebody that lines their pockets with money. That's good your parents care about you, I guess. Do they call you out when it's knee-deep snow saying my heat's not on? Or you keep them tuned up so they don't have issues? You know, that's something. It's been a while since friends or family called me on their air conditioners or heat. It got pretty crazy there for a few years. I was doing stuff for all kinds of people, friends of friends and family of friends, and it's probably been over a year since I worked on somebody's stuff for free. It's one thing about being in this line of work. Do you drive a Ford F-250 by chance? Well, I have a F-250 in the garage, but the turbo and fuel system's off of it, so I'm not driving it. It's an ongoing project that's just sitting because I procrastinate. Hey, you got to be reactive, I guess, Dave. Maybe I did fix all of it. Hey, on the bright side, I just got a brand new Silverado for work. Oh yeah? Did you get a 2500 with a service body? Or they give you the camper top? That's what I'm in now, is a 2500 Silverado with a Royal brand service body, made in California. Pretty nice. What's up? So you do HVAC? I do some HVAC, but my forte is commercial industrial refrigeration. Oh. Am I married? Happily, yes. And my wife loves me so much, she is my moderator, as well as Aiden. Shout out Aiden. Master plumber, heck yeah. Something we gotta have. Gotta have the plumbers. One of my good friends is a plumber. I'm trying to get him into my company. to start a service plumbing division. We'll see how that goes. I found out recently that apparently plumbing in our area is garbage compared to some of the other states. Sure. Stressed? No, I'm not stressed. I'm in Tennessee, East Tennessee. I look like the main narrator from Fallout. I don't know what they look like. What's so garbage about the plumbing? I don't know. We've got a lot of out-of-state plumbers and pipe fitters uh, from like California, uh, Oregon, Colorado, and they just say that the way we do things here not ideal, I guess. Yeah, CPVC and ABS and a lot of PEX. I like PEX, but I think it's made everybody a plumber. Amen. Terrence, sometimes you got to do that. Some PEX is garbage. All right, Aiden, you take it easy, bro. Get some sleep. I hope it don't get too cold. ProPress has made everyone a certified journey person. Got a 6-story remodel. Do all split systems and need suction line every 20 feet. These are heat pumps. Also an Aeon rep. Say we need a separator and ground level. All C-dust on the roof. I'd say about every 16 feet, honestly, if it was me. Separator probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Solenoid on all? I don't know. 6 stories? Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So I'm guessing these, you know what size these things are? It's like 2 ton, 2.5 ton. Yeah, I probably would, honestly. Zane and I know of a guy that replaced a $10,000 TXV because the blower wasn't running at full speed. Was this on a new A2L system? Dave? Let me grab this print. Those came out good. That is an expensive TXV. What's up, David? Oh, yeah. I tell you what. Whew. This A2L stuff is going to bring out the hack jobs and bend them over and give them a spanking. We had a guy the other day that had a blower issue, had something in lockout. He spent several hours there. He would just power cycled it. It had been back up and running. Yeah, for whatever reason, the blower wasn't running at full speed. I got to freshen up on this A2L stuff. I know there's a lot of safety logic built into them now. Where's my download? There it is. Man, $10,000 TXV. You sure it wasn't an EV? Dadgum, 10 grand. There you go. 10K for a TXV, bro. That's a gold TXV. In my line of work, unfortunately, it's never the TXV. I've changed a bunch of them, but usually not the TXV. I'm in Tennessee, bruh. Arkansas. Y'all south. I mean, y'all country in Arkansas. I know that. I watched something the other day about Arkansas. I think like the most racist town in the U.S. is in Arkansas. Something to do with that. You know how that goes hand in hand with Southerners for some reason. What are y'all talking about? I like pineapple on pizza. Yeah, this new A2L stuff's crap there, David. I don't like it. Digi Wrench, about to buy a micron gauge. since the S-Man 480s don't seem to be tight anymore. I've been having problems out of my S-Man 480s. Quit using them. I mean, I still use them for gauges, but I don't trust the micron gauge in it anymore. They say you're supposed to go through and clean the manifold out with isopropyl alcohol. Did that. Same story. So I bought a new Navac digital micron gauge. Had issues with it. Went to Johnstone Supply and swapped it and used it again Friday, and it started acting stupid. So I went back to my wireless regular fill piece, and it worked fine. I don't know. I think I'm about over digital micron gauges. Uh, Digi-wrench, I don't know, man. Yeah, we have Johnstone. Froggy, you like the Blue Vac Pro? What's up, Ignatius Jones? I would have bought the Blue Vac Pro if they had it on the shelf somewhere. Yeah, we do mostly supermarket refrigeration, but the other day I had to do a TXV on a walk-in cooler at the Show Low Police Department crime lab. It's definitely different. Tennessee is pretty. We didn't get much snow. Yep, it's good made. I doubt myself. Till proven accurate, it will wiggle. It's normal. I might just buy one and try it. Froggy's talking about the Blue Vac Pro. You can get that on True Tech Tools, I'm pretty sure. TrueTechTools.com. I don't think I've ever bought anything from True Tech Tools. Man, what do you guys think about the new filled piece Schrader core removal tools? Are they overpriced? They're over $100. What time is it here? It's 3 minutes until 10 o'clock. What's up, Lakin? Where did I put that? I've been in Tennessee. I have family in Clarksville. That's about 3 hours from me. You on call? I mean, technically, I guess I'm always on call because I'm the only refrigeration tech with this company, but I haven't been on one call since I've been on with the new company. Minnesota is crazy. Froggy, you don't like the rod on the filled piece one? Yes, Dave. Is that a bad thing? I'm good, Lakin. How are you? Oh, the cost of everything went up. That's why I sold my field piece vacuum pump. What's up? I'm good. Everything's good. Yeah, a small pack of 15% in my area is $350 right now because silver is, I think, $90 an ounce right now. On low pressure, it doesn't capture because it's kind of friction snap on the head of the core. And they want all that money for that thing. Is anarchy still a thing? Do I have a favorite singer? Uh, I'll tell you about my most recent one. You can find her on YouTube. Her name is Fran, Fran, the singer. What am I 3D printing? So I've got these little things. These little screws, and I'm printing the base right now, but basically the base has these in, and these screws draw these into some other feet that are mounted in the base, and they sit apart from each other. Well, while I drop it, and it will hold wires while I'm soldering them. I've got some of the little helping hands that have the alligator clips, but they, put marks on the wire. But yeah. And it goes on a like a tabletop vise. I'm going to use it for soldering, but you can use it for a vise or whatever. My beard is phenomenal, buddy. You should have seen my beard a few months ago. It was like big old beard. How much time we got left on this print? "45 minutes for the base to finish." Don't make me grab my hammer, bro. Oh yeah, for sure, David. I got the oh yeah, the Cletus hat. I like Cletus, he's cool. This is the Elegoo Centuri Carbon, and it's like right under $400. And in my opinion, for the money, I don't think you can beat it, honestly. It's super fast and does really clean prints, especially if you get into the settings and dial them in a little bit. Oh yeah, there you go. They're on sale for $279 right now. Go pick you one up. Turn the light on in here. There we go. They even got these little lights up in them. This thing is so fast compared to some printers. Super cool. I dig it. What's up, Marky Mark? How you doing, bro? Just sitting here playing with the 3D printer, making myself a little vise. Blew the budget on a micron gauge. Oh man. Got to get work done. Got bored with all my 3D printers. Now I'm into laser engraving. I thought about getting a laser engraver. Engrave all my tools. Am I selling any Banshee? What are you talking about? What's Banshee? Do I hunt? Not currently, no. I haven't hunted in years. Oh, I got you. I'm an idiot. Mark, you can get this Elegoo Centuric carbon I got. They're on sale for $279. Seems to work good. I haven't had a single issue out of it. Making a little tabletop vise thingy to hold wires while I solder them. I've already printed the little screws and the little clamps, and the other clamps are built into the base. I got tired of using the helping hands that have the little alligator clips because they put marks on the wire. I'm a little OCD about things. I hope it works too. I bought one, a 3D printed soldering helper from a guy on Facebook a few years ago, and it works okay. It's got these little V's that you just like force the wire down into, but it works good for some things, but you can't put any big wire in it. I only trust people that are OCD. You dang right. Gosh, I was installing that stuff Friday at that cookie manufacturer, and I was piping in a coil, the other guy was piping in a coil. And I was taking my time trying to get my bends on the soft copper just right. And dude was just like throwing it in there. Mm. And I haven't done no piping in a while. But it was kind of a janky job anyway. We were putting brand new A2L coils in the old cases of a 1992 Dinosaur. Shouldn't have been doing that anyway. So I get it. It was just one of those get it done jobs. We are remodeling a 5-year build new hotel. Oh, fun. Listen, let's talk about the Ambro torches. Uh, so I was skeptical. I'd been seeing them, and I wanted them for those specific jobs where you wish you just had a light torch set, like if you got to go up in a ceiling on a ladder or whatever. So they sell the big torch that comes with it, and then they've got what's called the micro or precision torch. Dude, this thing, it's not even, you don't even feel it in your hand, and the hoses are so flexible. So I put the biggest tip on there, and I was doing 3/8 and 7/8 on a unit, and then we had to go change a compressor. Well, I forgot to put the regular torch head and stuff in the backpack, and we get up on the roof of this Amazon building, like 2 mile walk. And I'm like, dang it, we got an 1 3/8 suction line. I'm gonna have to go get that other torch head. He's like, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. And that little bitty torch pulled that 1 3/8 joint apart in like 30 seconds. After that, I was like 100% sold. Now, the oxygen does run out pretty quick, but I feel there's a trade-off. I think it's worth it, especially if your company will buy the gas. Oh, wow. Drywall isn't finished. 5 years, drywall's not done? That's crazy. And dude, honestly, yeah, 1 3/8 is impressive. I feel like it might do 1 5/8 too. I don't know. It might be pushing it. But so I started from the bottom so the heat would rise up the fitting, and it worked super quick. Me and the guy I was working with were very surprised. You can use MAP gas from what I hear. I know a guy that welds everything with MAP gas. Absolutely everything. I don't, but he does, and he gets away with it. I mean, it will get it cherry hot. I guess as long as your copper's clean. What do they say? I think the solder, the 15%, melts at like 1,600 degrees or so, and that MAP gas goes to 900, but it melts the solder. MAP gas and oxygen. You dang right. You seen that? Yeah. I got a hairline. Is that what you're wondering? Got to get them traps in. You'll be back down there one day with no oil in compressors blowing up. Froggy said job security. Traps are just big copper trying to convince you need more fittings. Yeah, so the Ambro torches is MAP gas and oxygen. And that little bitty torch, if you crank it up, I mean, it will make a very robust flame. And another thing, when you light it, like if you turn the MAP on first, like you would turn the acetylene off on first, it doesn't send up a bunch of soot. It's a lot cleaner. So if you're in some area where they might complain about little floating pieces of black soot everywhere, you won't have that with the Ambro torches. It will produce some black smoke when the MAP gas burns before you turn the oxygen on, but it just like dissipates instantly. And it's kind of backwards, you know, on a typical oxygen acetylene torch setup, you'll use about 2 bottles of acetylene to 1 bottle of oxygen. From what I found on this one, I use more oxygen than acetylene. Now it's MAP gas and oxygen. Just a regular MAP gas torch can on one side and their own, I guess, little proprietary oxygen on the other side. Thank you, sir. I've got some scrap copper out here. I might have to go buy some fittings and do a live showing y'all how that works. All right, Mark, bro, we'll see you later. Have a good night, man. David, knowing is half the battle. There's a lot I don't know. That's why we got the internet. Let's go see what this print's doing. Well, that's good in there. Looks pretty good so far. How much time's left? What we got? 29 minutes. What up? How you doing? Y'all having a good day? We'll see you, Tom. Have a good night, bro. Alright, Digi-Ringe. Yeah, I'm about to hop off here in a few minutes. Y'all take it easy. I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's almost my bedtime. For sure. You like my hat? I like my hat too. It's a fitted hat. Nice hat. Where am I? I'm in my studio. Is that what you mean? Would I rather $1 or $2? $1. Single, Bubby. George Washington. Got $1? You didn't have to do that, Lefty. I appreciate it. Thank you. I will pay it forward. He is, man. A Rico case. A brother? I love you too, Lefty Boss. I swear if I ever got some big following on social media and got paid lots of money, I'd just go give people money. I swear I would. What's up, Clutch Blocks? Thank you, babe. A little piece of fuzz. We just gotta hit the lottery, bro. You know, I don't play the lottery. My dad was a truck driver, and he would play. This was back before Tennessee had a lottery. He would go to all the surrounding states on his drives and buy scratch-offs and play lottery tickets. I seen that poor man, even up until right before he got sick and passed away, for like 10 years. Spend thousands and thousands on trying to hit the lottery. Never hit anything. One day he tried to figure out how much he had spent. It was well over 100 grand. Oh, thanks, babe. I don't know about looking fresh. Although I do have my fresh Hillbilly Refrigeration shirt on. Hello. How are you? Again. Look at that, buddy. I got $1 last night and $1 tonight. So I do got $2. Two Georgia Washingtons, bub. Everybody should have $1. I don't work for a company called Hillbilly Refrigeration, but I probably would too. So a little backstory on why I call my YouTube channel Hillbilly Refrigeration. Whether they want to admit it or not, there was somebody, a very popular HVAC YouTuber, started a TikTok, and he was doing a live stream, and they were talking about somebody on TikTok doing something stupid. I did do something kind of stupid, and they called him a dumb hillbilly. I got mad, deleted my TikTok because I kind of looked up to that person. Some years went by, and something just told me to start a YouTube channel and call it Hillbilly Refrigeration. So here we are. You need a job? Where you live at? We're hiring apprentices. You could always find your local union hall in Brooklyn. Dude, there's all kinds of union up there. Go to a union hall. Tell them you just need a job. Or take something in your house that you don't necessarily need, that you can get a little bit of money for, and sell it on Facebook Marketplace, and buy something with that money you make and try to sell it. A lot of these reselling people end up doing really good. Do we need a CAD guy? We got some pretty good CAD guys. I don't think they're hiring any CAD guys. We got a big construction department. Although they were having problems out of their printer the other day. They were pretty mad about it. We've got a big Department of Defense job going on, and they couldn't get their printer to do something. It's not snowing here now. But yeah, I heard Texas is pretty bad. Hey, Ryan, it don't pay to be loyal to companies anymore. I talk about it all the time. You got to chase that money and do what's right for you. So, I'm always looking for new opportunities as well. That's part of the reason I'm as far along in life as I am financially. I stopped letting the good opportunities pass me by, and I grab them when they come. I tried to be loyal to a couple of companies for way too long, and it just got me behind. And a lot of the times it doesn't matter. Big company, small company, we're just a number to make them money. David, you didn't get any snow? Yeah, I got a buddy of mine, childhood best friend that lives in Goodyear, Arizona. and they didn't get anything. I think Goodyear's right outside of Phoenix, if I remember correctly. Where's this print at? 18 minutes left on this print. Let's go check on it. Still looking smooth, no errors. That'd be cool when it gets done. I'm gonna use that thing. Exactly. I never went to college, and I'm working for a regional manufacturer, automating the engineering and manufacturing plant, making just shy of 6 figures. I never went to college. I don't have any degrees, and I've successfully managed to make over 6 figures for the past like 5 years. And I have so many friends that went to college and got degrees and got student debt, and they make about half of what I make. So I figure I'm doing pretty good. My entire backyard is completely covered. You would have thought I was in New York. $60 million contract. Yeah. That's another thing, man. Some of these companies don't want to share the profit. I always thought it was better to stay with a company than to jump from company to company. It used to be better, honestly. But, so, back before COVID, I was with a company, and we were doing okay, I thought. And then COVID came, and we found out that we were those essential employees. Well, the company went up significantly on their labor rate and didn't go up on their wages at all. We had some meetings and talked about it, and kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I could see going up $5 or $10 per hour on your labor rate, but when you jack it up like $25, you should give your guys a little something, right? $1, $2. Well, that didn't happen. I decided to jump ship, and I immediately went to a new job doing the same thing, making $10 more on the hour. And stayed there for about a year. The management got kind of stupid, and I ended up putting my stuff back out on Indeed and all the internet stuff, and somebody called me and said, hey, they offered me $3 more than what I was making. I took that. And then I job hopped again and got another $2. And this last job, I'm making the same that I was making before, but I have the potential, if everything goes according to their and my plans, I'll be making about $10 more. So, had I stayed with the other company, there was a guy that I still somewhat talk to. He's still there, and he is making the same money I was making back in 2021. Oh, did I miss the Laughing Disco. Oh man, is that the little funny face that shines? My bad, Boraz, or how do you say that? Appreciate it, man. Same, I went from effectively 30 to 41.50 an hour, but I'm salary. Well, as long as you don't have to work over, 40, 45, 50 hours a week, I guess salary's okay. It's one thing so my benefits are paid for because I'm union, and if you factor in my benefits, they pay $16 an hour for my benefits package. You factor in that, my previous company, I was paying for insurance, which was stupid expensive. I'm making almost $20 an hour more than I was 5 years ago, just by job hopping a couple of times. Heck yeah, 38 a week, that ain't bad. I started out with Core Refrigeration, and they got bought out by Next Tech. And I left and went to Supermarket Refrigeration, which is going good so far, but I'm pretty sure. So, Core, Kore Refrigeration, didn't they have some YouTube videos? Pretty sure they did. I used to watch their videos. They were pretty good videos. Their aunt's from South Carolina. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. That company I was talking about years ago, there was one time they lost their main supermarket customer. Somebody made somebody mad, and like our work just stopped. We were all like scrambling, trying to figure out what we were going to do. So, in this line of work, you never want to have all your eggs in one basket, as they say. Virgil, good working class Americans. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Out here just trying to keep you guys cool, keep your food safe, and earn a decent wage, decent living. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they had like some really in-depth classes on supermarket stuff. I enjoyed their videos. I learned a lot from those videos years ago, especially on oil systems. Yeah, matter of fact, thank you, Core Refrigeration. You haven't posted videos in many, many years, but I watch those videos over and over. We don't need help staying cool right now. It's 16 degrees here. What is it where I'm at? I wonder. It was 29 the last time I looked. Let's see what it says. It's 32 degrees here in East Tennessee. It's supposed to get down to 10 tomorrow. Owner started a new company. You'll get that. Do you remember me from yesterday that said my dad passed? I do think I remember that. My condolences about your dad. I know how that is. I lost my dad before I was an adult. He was terrible. Lost my mom 2 years later. It's not fun, man. We're going to have to fire up the wood stove. Yep. You're in East Tennessee too? I'm in Cleveland. The Weather Channel is wrong. I just checked the thermometer outside when I was smoking a cig. Oh, yeah? I go to Cleveland a lot, bro. Well, I used to. I haven't been in a little bit, but yeah, I run up and down 75 all the time. I do some Piggly Wiggly stores down there. Used to work on some Save-A-Lots down in East Ridge. Does your company do heating? We have an HVAC department. I'm trying to build a refrigeration department, so. But yeah, I've been working on some heating. Hello to you too. Old feller, a fellow East Tennessean. Good to know, Ryan. Maybe we'll have to meet up one day and get a cup of coffee or something. How woke is Tennessee? I don't know. I don't guess it's as woke as some places, but seems like the whole world's getting woke. What's more difficult, heating or cooling? I think heating, like natural gas furnaces, are very simple. And heat pumps can be a little tricky, especially if you got refrigerant issues. But with all this new refrigerant, everything's going to be tricky. Cigars International. Next time you're in East Ridge. It's my home away from home. Right on. I smoked a cigar while I was in New York. I used to smoke. I quit smoking about 13 years ago. Is supermarket refrigeration worth it? I'm an apprentice in New York doing supermarket refrigeration work. I think it's worth it. It can be very demanding, especially if you have, a lot of big customers like Walmart or Publix or Costco and stuff like that. But as long as you're paid appropriately, I feel it's worth it. I like it. Have you ever been to Clarksville? I have been to Clarksville. Sure have. Yeah, especially if they're topping off 454B with 410A. Shoo! Piggly Wiggly, yep. Did you guys know that Piggly Wiggly is the first grocery store in the U.S., or it was the first grocery store to do a self-service grocery store to where the customer actually went through and shopped? They were what kind of started supermarkets, because prior to the Piggly Wiggly in Memphis, Tennessee, I think in 1916, you basically walked into a grocery store and you handed a clerk a list and they would go get your stuff and bring it back out. Well, that Piggly Wiggly in 1916 put the product in front of the customers and let them walk in and shop, and like what we call the modern supermarket. And they were actually the first customers to have a refrigerated display case for meat and several other things. Yeah, I've actually got a video coming out. I'm working on it. Have been working on it for the last couple of weeks about kind of the history of supermarkets and kind of the key players in the game. So yeah, look forward to that. It should be pretty cool. Because yeah, back before refrigeration, I mean, it was ice boxes, and big insulated rooms that they kept all the product in. Pretty neat, actually. But yeah, Piggly Wiggly is what pioneered the supermarkets. Have you ever been to a donkey show? Only in Mexico. Whole Foods killing it right now. Their stuff is up to date. Uh, our Whole Foods here is not up to date. Our Whole Foods around here is lacking a little bit. Wegman Regions reigns supreme. Oh yeah? We don't have those around here. What is Wegmans? Is that a grocery chain? Wegmans grocery delivery. Where are they popular? Oh, is it like delivery service? That's pretty cool. Amazon's building a humongous food distribution center here. Might put a lot of grocery stores out of business. Have you worked on CO2 wrecks? I have. For Aldi and Publix. In New York. I'm a supermarket refrigeration apprentice, and I've been loving it so far. Way better than being on the roofs day after day. That is true. Got a blowout because of the power outage. That sucks. Yeah, once that vessel gets warm, it just pops off into atmosphere. Just hopefully they got some CO2 on site. No, it's a grocery chain that also has delivery. Heck yeah. Oh, my print's done. Let's see how this turned out. Oh, it looks pretty clean. I have to flex the plate. There we go. Put this thing together. Heck yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. I can just clamp that down and hold the wires I need to solder. Got a little bucket to catch it. I don't think my scales are in here. I'd weigh it and see how much it cost me. If I had to guess, it's about 80 grams or so. So a couple of bucks, if that. How much would that cost you to buy? Turned out really good. It's a clean print. Jaws tighten up good. Not bad. What is this? Something I just made with my 3D printer to put a couple of pieces of wire in to connect in the center to where you can solder them without having to use those little things called helping hands that have alligator clips, because they put like indentions in the wire, and I'm OCD and don't like it. I love my meat and potatoes. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna go get under my heated blanket. Y'all take it easy. Appreciate y'all checking in. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate my members for coming in, checking in with the chat. David, you were in here. Appreciate it, buddy. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Probably going to be pretty cold. It's supposed to get down to about 10 degrees. I'm sold. You just get the patterns somewhere. Yeah, so there's just files that you download. My favorite site that I use is called Printables. There you go. Printables, Thingiverse. There's all kinds. You just type in 3D printer files on Google, and there's all kinds of places where you can download it, and you can make cool things for the kids. That's 3D printed. You can make little fidget toys, little spiders, little articulating dragons and little turtles, and you can make Lego bricks. It's pretty cool. You can even make little sheep. But yeah. Good night, brother. Enjoyed the show. We got that heated blanket as well. Yeah, man. It's the way to go. All right, appreciate y'all for hanging out. Y'all take it easy. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.